Intel may stop marketing 18A to foundry customers. Intel is considering whether to stop trying to sell its 18A process to foundry customers and concentrate on 14A, reports Reuters. 18A would still be used by the Intel for its own products starting with the Panther Lake later this year. The overwhelming choice of the big customers for 2nm foundry processor has been TSMC, whose 2nm processor has shown a good yield and will have the capacity to run a 50 kilo WPM by the end of this year, and 120 to 130 kilo WPM by the end of next year. As Apple, MediaTek, and Qualcomm, and AMD and Broadcom have signed up with TSMC for 2nm. It's reported that Intel now feels it has a better chance to getting the major client to choose its 14A process, which may have advantages over TSMC because of Intel's early move into high-NA EUV processing. Whatever Intel decides on 18A, it will still fulfill its 18A foundry arrangement with Microsoft and Amazon, which are relatively small. The case for stopping marketing 18A for foundry customers is expected to be put to Intel board this month. Okay, good. The Keysight EDA and Intel Foundry collaborate on EMIB-T silicon bridge technology. Keysight Technologies have revealed that it's collaborating with Intel Foundry to support embedded multi-die interconnect bridge EMIB-T technology. This is a cutting-edge innovation that aims at improving the high-performance packaging solution for artificial intelligence, AI, and data center market, in addition to supporting Intel's 18A process node. As the demands of the AI and data center workloads continue to grow in complexity, reliable communication between chiplet and 3D ICs is crucial, as high-speed data transfer and efficient power delivery are essential to meet the performance demands of the next-generation semiconductor applications. The semiconductor industry is looking to address this challenge through the emerging open standards such as Universal Chiplet Interconnect Express (UCIe) and a bunch of the wires BOW. So these standards define interconnect protocol for chiplet and 3D ICs within the advanced 2.5D and 3D and laminate and organic packages, as enabling consistent, high-quality integration across different design platforms. By adopting these standards and verifying the chiplet for compliance and link margin, Keysight EDA and Intel Foundry are helping to grow the chiplet interoperability ecosystem. Their collaboration aims to reduce development cost, mitigate risk, and accelerate innovation in semiconductor design. So the Keysight EDA is a chiplet PHY designer, the latest solution for a high-speed digital chiplet design tailored to AI and data center applications, now offers advanced simulation capability for UCIe 2.0 standard and introduces support for the Open Computer Project BOW standard. So as an advanced system-level chiplet design and die-to-die D2D design solution, and chiplet PHY designer enables silicon-level validation, streamlining to path to tape-out. Commenting the Suk Lee, the VP and GM of Ecosystem Technology Office in the Foundry, said, "Our collaboration with the Keysight EDA on EMIB-T silicon bridge technology is a pivotal step in advanced high-performance packaging solutions. By integrating standards like UCIe 2.0, we enhance chiplet design flexibility for AI and data center applications, accelerating innovation and ensuring that our customers meet the next generation demand with precision." The Keysight EDA pioneering chiplet PHY designer continue to redefine pre-silicon validation, empowering the chiplet designer with rapid and accurate verification, said Yil Fashe is the vice president and general manager at Keysight. They design engineering software. He continued, By proactively embracing evolved standards like UCIe 2.0 and BOW, and now with the critical support for Intel Foundry EMIB-T, we are enabling engineers to accelerate innovation and eliminate costly design iteration before manufacturing. Okay. Siemens streamlines the design and analysis of complex, heterogeneously integrated 3D ICs. As a new innovator 3D IC suite enables faster design completion with capacity and performance and compliance with data integrity. Calibre 3D Stress delivers early analysis, simulation of chip and package interaction at all stages of the design process. The San Francisco, June 24 through 2025, as Siemens Digital Industry Software today introduced two new solutions to its electronic design automation EDA portfolio that have semiconductor design team as address they overcome the complexity challenges associated with the design and manufacture of the 2.5D and 3D integrated circuit design. The Siemens new innovative 3D IC solutions to enable site designers to efficiently author, simulate, and manage heterogeneously integrated 2.5D and 3D IC designs. In addition, Siemens new Calibre 3D Stress software leverages advanced thermal mechanical analysis to identify the electronic impact of the stress at the transistor level. Together, these solutions dramatically reduce risk and enhance the design, yield, and reliability of complex test generation 2.45D and 3D IC design. By delivering a stress with multi-physics analysis solution powered by the Calibre 3D Stress and driven by the innovative 3D IC solution suite, Siemens enables customers to overcome the complexity and risks associated with 3D IC designs. And Mike Ello is CEO, Siemens EDA, and Siemens Digital Industry Software. These capabilities are critical for our customers, allowing them to accelerate productivity and meet the stringent design timelines by efficiently eliminating the barriers of the design complexity that traditionally impact design cycles. Innovative 3D IC Solution Suite, Siemens new innovative 3D IC Solution Suite deliver a predictable path for planning and heterogeneous integration, substrate interposure, implementation, and interface protocol analysis, compliance and data management of the design and design data IP. So the built-on AI-infused user experience offering extensive multi-threading and multi-core capability to achieve the optimal capacity and performance on the 5 more billion pin designs. So that this new innovative 3D IC solution suite is comprised of the innovative 3D IC integrator and a consolidated cockpit for constructing a digital twin using a unified data model for design planning, prototyping, and predictive analysis. The innovative 3D is the IC Raya solution for correct by the construction, packaging, interposure, and substrate implementation. The innovative 3D IC protocol analyzer for chiplet-to-chiplet and die-to-die in the interface compliance analysis, and the innovative 3D IC data management solution for work-in-progress management of the design and design data IP. The Calibre 3D Stress. With thinner dies, the higher package processing temperature of 2.5D 3D IC architecture, IC designers have discovered the design validated and tested at the die level often no longer conform to special specification after packaging reflows. The engineers to address this challenge, Calibre 3D Stress supported accurate transistor level analysis, verification and debugging of the thermal mechanical stresses, and a warpage in the context of a 3D IC package, allowing the chip designers to evaluate how chip package interaction will affect the functionality of their designs earlier in the development cycle. This foresight not only prevents further failures but also optimizes the design for a better performance and durability. Building on the launch on a Calibre 3D summer in 2024, Calibre 3D Stress expanded the multi-physics solution, dramatically reducing the thermal-mechanical impact and delivering the design and electronic behavior visibility earlier in the design process. Unlike package-level stress analysis tools, the Calibre 3D Stress uniquely detects the transient-level stress to verify that neither packaging processes nor product functionalities will compromise the circuit-level performance. The Calibre 3D Stress represents an important part of the GMM 3D IC multi-physics software portfolio and a foundational part of GMM's IC digital twin and semiconductor development workflows. It delivers an innovative combination of industry-standard caliber physics verification functionality with a native and highly advanced mechanical solver to evaluate stresses in IC structures and materials. So the customer experience with GMM's technology for 3D IC design. In 2023, we adapted GMM's technology to meet the complex design and integration challenges of our advanced platform solutions. The innovative 3D IC solutions play a critical role in enabling the high-performance solutions we deliver on AI and HPC data centers, said Ryan Black, CEO of Chiplet, a leading fabless AI platform provider. So the GMM's EDA Calibre 3D stress tools can synthesize the complexity of the component, material, and processes rated 3D IC architecture and can create accurate IP-level stress analysis. Using it, TST has been able to implement early design planning and sign-off flows and accurately model potential electrical failure due to IP level stress with the 3D IC package. The result improved reliability and quality, together with the reduced time to market, which provided a win both for ST and our customers, said Sandro Dali Feste, APMS Central R&D Senior Director, STMicroelectronics. To learn more about GMM's broad portfolio of solutions for 2.5D and 3D IC architecture, visit here. GMM's Digital Industry Software helps the organization of all sizes to digitally transform using software, hardware, and services from the GMM's Accelerator business platform. GMM's software and comprehensive digital twin enable companies to optimize their design, engineering, and manufacturing process to turn today's idea into sustainable product of the future. From chips to entire system, from product to process, across all industry, GMM's digital industry software accelerating transformation. GMM's digital industry (DI) empowers the companies of all sizes within the process and discrete manufacturing industries to accelerate their digital and sustainability transformation across the entire value chain. GMM's cutting-edge automation and software portfolio revolutionizes the design, realization, and optimization of product and production. And with the GMM's Accelerator, the open digital business platform, this process is made even easier, faster, and scalable. Together with our partners and ecosystems, GMM's digital industry enables customers to become a sustainable digital enterprise. GMM's digital industries has a workforce of around 70,000 people worldwide. GMM's AG, Berlin and Munich is a leading technology company focused on industry, infrastructure, mobility, and healthcare. The company's purpose is to create a technology to transform the everyday for everyone. By combining the real and the digital world, Siemens empowers customers to accelerate their digital and sustainability transformation, making factories more efficient, cities more livable, and transportation more sustainable. Siemens also owns a majority stake in publicly listed company Siemens Healthineers, a leading global medical technology provider. They're pioneering breakthrough the healthcare for everyone, everywhere, sustainably. In fiscal 2024, which ended September 30, 2024, the Siemens Group generated revenue of 75.9 euro, 9 billion euro, and a net income of 9.0 billion euro. As of September 30, 2024, the company employed around 312,000 people worldwide at the base of the continuing operations. Further information available on the internet. Note, a list of all of Siemens trademarks can be found here, although other trademarks belong to their respective owners. Okay. Yeah. Gartner warns over 40% of the agentic AI project will be abandoned by 2027. One of the most influential voices in the tech industry, Gartner, has just raised a bold prediction. By 2027, over 40% of the current agentic AI project will be discontinued. Let's unpack what this means and why it matters. Who is Gartner? Founded in 1979, Gartner Incorporation is a leading global research and advisory firm. It serves C-level executives and technology leaders in over 100 countries with data-driven insight, trended analysis, and strategic advice. When Gartner makes a prediction, the enterprise world listens. What is agentic AI? Unlike traditional AI models that merely respond to input, for example, chatbots and predictive analytics, agentic AI is about autonomous goal-seeking behavior. Agentic systems can interpret complex goals, create plan of the action, make decisions independently, interact with the environment dynamically. They are the core of the emerging vision of AI-powered digital workers, not just tools, but agents acting with purpose. Why are so many projects failing? Gartner report signals a major correction in agentic AI landscape. According to the analysis, the reasons behind the projected failure of over 40% of agentic AI initiatives include agent washing. Many vendors are mislabeling chatbots and simple workflows as agentic without delivering real autonomy. The rising cost. Agentic AI is far more complex than automation. Training, testing, and governance are expensive and hard to scale. The undefined business value. Many projects start as an innovation showcases without a clear, measurable ROI. Governance and risk. Poor risk management and lack of accountability structures make a rollout unsustainable. The Gartner also notes that less than 130 companies worldwide are currently offering truly agentic capabilities. What does the future hold? Despite short-term turbulence, Gartner remains optimistic long-term. They predict that by 2028, 50% of all workplace decisions will be made by AI agents. 1/3 of enterprise software will integrate the agentic component versus less than 1% today. In other words, we are still in early, messy, phase of adoption, not unlike where cloud computing was in 2008. What this means for business leaders and innovators. If you're building and investing in AI, 1. Be skeptical of hype. Ask a tough question. Is this system truly agentic or just a fancy form of automation? 2. Focus on real use cases. Avoiding technology for technology's sake. Prioritize high impact, measurable outcomes. 3. Build governance from the start. Agentic AI can introduce new rigor, ethical, and operational risks. Don't treat them as an afterthought. 4. Think long term. Today's failure may be tomorrow's running curves. Stay grounded but visionary. The final thought. The Gartner forecast is not a condemnation of agentic AI. It's warning against naive enthusiasm. Those who succeed will be the ones who balance innovation with discipline, vision with viability, and autonomy with accountabilities. Okay, good. China to pivot $50 billion chip fund to fighting U.S. quiz as trade war escalates, contrary to back local companies and project to overcome export controls. The focus will be on lithography and chip design software. Here, executives of China Big Fund 3 are readjusting its purpose to address the most notorious gaps in the country's semiconductor industry, namely lithography tools and electronic design automation (EDA) software. Previously, it was designed to support makers of fab tools and the semiconductor ecosystem in general. This recalibration comes at the U.S. intensifies effort to restrict the access of China-based chip designers and chip makers to tools and technologies vital for advanced semiconductors. The main purpose of the third installment of the National Integrated Circuit Industry Investment Fund, also called Big Fund 3, was to strengthen the local development and manufacturing chip-making equipment. This push has become urgent in recent years because companies like ASML, Applied Materials, KALA, and RAM Research, and Tokyo Electron now barred by export controls from selling their most advanced tools to Chinese entities without an export license. However, fab tools is a really big product category as fabs use hundreds of different types of tools. Some of the China-made tools, such as etching and deposition machines, are already world-class. Others, such as lithography tools, are decades behind those produced by ASML. Apparently, managers of the Big Fund 3 want to focus on lithography equipment rather than one devices that are already good enough and which will evolve themselves going forward. As a company like Cadence and Synopsys now also need an export license to supply their advanced EDA tools to customers in China, Chinese chip designers need domestic design software to develop processors for sophisticated nodes. Therefore, the Big Fund 3 will focus on supporting local makers of EDA tools. Bloomberg reports the Big Fund 3 is preparing to make the first significant contribution in accordance with the renewed plan. Among possible recipients are Shanghai Microelectronics Equipment to SMEE, which produces lithographic tools, and Empyrean Technology, which developed electronic design automation software. There is also speculation that Huawei may attempt to build a domestic lithography system to encounter reliance on overseas suppliers, though it is unlikely that it will need money from the Big Fund 3. Executives overseeing the Big Fund initiative also plan to encourage the merger and concentration of domestic companies, though acquisitions or other strategies in a bid to build stronger companies capable of producing more inventions. One of the reasons to streamline spending of the Big Fund 3 is the fact that it has gathered only part of the planned $47 billion so far, as Chinese authorities, including federal and local, have become more selective in allocating resources after earlier efforts produced limited breakthrough. According to Bloomberg, however, officials familiar with the matter expect the funding gap to temporarily, Bloomberg reports. NVIDIA, working with their center partners to build the 800V HVDC power systems. New architecture designed to support 1 million watt plus racks in AI center. NVIDIA is collaborating with their center equipment firms to develop a new power system to support incoming 1 megawatt plus racks using 800 volt high voltage direct current HVDC. This new architecture will centralize power distribution in the AI data centers, allowing power to be converted from the AC to DC at the GPU level with the server board, minimizing the energy losses. Partners in the project including Infineon as the microelectronics and Texas Instruments for the silicon, Delta and the flex power of the power system component, and Ayrton, Schneider Electronics, and Vertiv for the data center power system. Today's racks in AI factories rely on a 54-volt DC power distribution, where bulky copper bus bars shuttle of electricity from the rack-mounted power shelves to compute trays. As racks exceed 200 kilowatts, this approach begins to hit physical limit. Read blog from the blog post from NVIDIA, highlighting issues around space constraint, copper overload, and inefficient conversion. The company said its 800-volt HVDC architecture addresses these challenges through a holistic redesign, removing the need for the multiple voltage conversions that take place in various stages between the grid and rack, and freeing up valuable space for more compute the resources allowing for a higher density configuration and improved cooling efficiency. According to the NVIDIA, its approach could result in up to 5% improvement in end-to-end power efficiency and reduce maintenance cost by up to 70%, power supply until unit failures, and a lower labor cost for component to keep up. Cooling cost could also reduce by removing the AC/DC power supply unit from the inside racks. 800 volt HVDC isn't just about today's racks. It is about future-proofing the AI for infrastructure, as the blog post said. Full-scale production of 800-volt HVDC data centers will coincide with NVIDIA the Kyber rack scale system in 2027, ensuring the seamless scalability for increasing demand AI models. Microsoft, Meta, Google are all actively working towards supporting 1 megawatt racks. The three are working in the power rack side in the poor that is mounted Diablo with the specs of the release on the OCP community. Thank you for your time. See you next time.